Matas Buzelis is going to get the opportunity that he was asking for as he's been added to the game for the Rising Stars Challenge in place of Yves Messi. We got to talk about what this means for the young man and what it means for him moving forward. All that and more on today's Chicago Bulls Breeze. Let's go. Now, if you are new to the channel, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago Bulls daily on this channel. It's the only channel talking Bulls. Our Bulls fans talk. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Going to be very interesting tonight. Now, it makes it interesting for Bulls fans, at least, as Matas Buzelis takes Yves Messi's spot as he joins the list of injured players. And listen, Matas being added to this event just kind of makes sense. I get that, you know, early on in the season, why he wasn't added to it, why he wasn't a part of it. And he's getting the chance that he asked for, right? He wanted to be a part of this event, but because of lack of minutes, because of lack of production, lack of time on the court, he wasn't a part of the initial grouping of these players. But now getting the opportunity to go out there, and it just makes sense. I mean, he's going to have a stint in the dunk contest anyway, which means the NBA knew what this young man was capable of, knew that, you know, when anytime he gets an opportunity, he shows something. It's usually a high flying act. We need to get this guy into the All-Star game, but it just feels really warranted that he was finally able to get in, especially with Billy finally, for the love of God, bumping up the minutes that he was able to get. I mean, he scored in double figures in 8 straight games. Right now, he's averaging 14 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game over the last 8 games. And he's also shot the ball extremely well, 59% from the field and 42% from downtown. Now, that does not include the last game, which was a struggle of a game. But, you know, listen, since he's gotten the minutes, since he's gotten the time to go out there and produce, you've seen Matas do nothing but absolutely say, hey, listen, this is my opportunity. Let me show you what I can do. Let me show you how I can make plays. Don't worry about, you know, too far into the future. Right now, I'm going to start cooking. And I think you saw the bounce back yesterday where he was going right at Asur Thompson, who was absolutely dominating this entire week for the Chicago Bulls. Yammed on Matas a couple of times. I think this will be interesting to kind of see what Matas looks like up against some of his other peers in this league. Let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. I'll be down there talking with you again, as always, man. Appreciate you guys for showing love. What are your thoughts on Matas being in the game? Do you like that he's going to get to go out there and show this competition versus the guys that we think are really good? I mean, listen, the lineup that he has right now, he's going to be on a lineup with both of the Thompson brothers. They are 2 of the best young talents right now coming up in this league. They are 2 of the guys that I am keeping an eye on. I think Matas probably does go from being just a selection randomly to possibly being a starter in this game. We'll see. I mean, like, or possibly playing a good chunk of minutes. Now, it's going to be a different format this time around, more of a tournament style. And he's going to be on Team M, which Mitch Richmond is going to be the one that's going to be coaching. I think even having Mitch Richmond as somebody who you can talk to, who you can lean on, and just kind of glean information from, that's all going to help this young rookie in the long run. I think it's going to be an exciting night. Hopefully, Matas makes the most of it, man. Like I said, let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. We got a couple of different news things yesterday on the Bulls front that I thought were interesting. Outside of just this today, yesterday we did hear from Joe Cowley in an article that it seems like AK and Billy Donovan's jobs are safe. The ownership likes the job that Billy Donovan has done and is okay with where AK is at because they understand the plan. Here's the problem for me. Does anyone understand the plan? Like, is there a plan? Because the plan that was set forth, as I said in the previous video, the plan that was set forth, it doesn't seem like the Chicago Bulls are even following that plan. When you hear Lonzo Ball turning down a first-round pick for Lonzo Ball and then extending Lonzo Ball, Unbelievable to hear things like that. Unbelievable. And I've said it. This may be the worst front office in Chicago sports in the last 25 years. I think that you have some serious questions if you feel comfortable with these two here. And it really speaks to the fact that you're okay with just being mediocre. You're okay with just being in the play, and you're okay with just getting the business in there because you're not getting fans in the building. You can call them fans all you want, but I've been in that building as a fan. I just took my daughter to that building. When they say everybody stand up, nobody stands up. When they say get loud, nobody gets loud. When they say when they do the starting lineup, when you get a from Chicago, nobody cares. You have sucked the life out of being a Bulls fan. And then on top of that, don't know if you guys saw this, but the Crane Business Minute, I don't know if it's the Business Minute, but that's what they call it on ESPN 1000. The Crane Business Letter comes out, and it talks about, you know, kind of what teams have increased the most in their viewership, what teams have decreased the most in their viewership. You know who lost 68% of their viewers? The Chicago Bulls. 68% of your viewers are not watching. And I'll be honest with you, if you didn't put it behind a paywall and tell people go buy a freaking antenna, people might actually want to sit down and watch the product. But the product isn't good enough to go out to a store and buy an antenna or spend my money to order on Amazon and get an antenna to watch Bulls games. The product isn't good enough for me to do that for White Sox games. The product isn't good enough for me to do that on Blackhawk games. Heck, if one of the products was good enough, I might actually tap in and be willing to support it. But you're running out 3 bad products. And then on top of that, you're doubling down on all of it and going, well, you know what I'm interested in? Keeping Billy Donovan and keeping AK. No wonder people have stopped watching. No wonder people are not tapped in. No wonder people are not excited about the Chicago Bulls when you hear a from Chicago in the stadium because of what you have done. And you are looking to continue to do this. Me and Hayes talked about this today, right? Some concerns on the development of some of the players that are in the building. I don't know if I have concerns heavily on development. I have concerns more so on the fact that, you know, you're not willing to focus on guys. You're not willing to let them go out there and just kind of show you, hey, this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to attack the NBA with everything I have. I think you've taken that away from Ayo Dosunmu. I've watched you take it away from Matas Buzelis. Matas Buzelis in that Detroit game was the first person to score a bucket. He gets benched 2 seconds later. How's that happen? Too many question marks around Billy Donovan. No answers for AK and Mark Eversley. Again, I said this yesterday on the Breeze. I don't even know what Mark Eversley sounds like anymore. It's been so long since we've heard him. So it's a joke of an organization right now is all you can say about it. And realistically speaking, it's one that a lot of people are glad not to even associate themselves with at the current moment. It is a forgotten franchise, and that is what Jerry Reinsdorf has left this city with, a forgotten franchise. By the way, if you think that people are still worried about the titles that you won back in 1990s, yeah, they've kind of, it's still exciting to watch and hear and talk about, but they've moved on. People are looking to build a new winning culture. Learn from the Chicago Bears and start to figure some things out. I don't know, man. We'll see what ends up happening. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to the show. I love it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Leave a 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. We get up out of here, man. As always, tap into the Windy City Breeze for the daily show. As always, tap in to the Chicago Breeze for specific Chicago Bulls content. Chicago Bears Breeze will be coming back soon. I think we're going to have a local host on that soon. That is not me, but it's going to be fun, man. Hope you guys tap in with that as well. As always, man, it's your boy Pat, the designer, back at it again. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. See you right, Nation. Stand up. Peace.